Our first priority is always going to be the safety of the people that are here in Tampa Bay, both the visitors and the residents, the people that have volunteered to help make this a great event. But then in terms of the business of the RNC, which the number one thing is obviously officially nominating Mitt Romney as our presidential candidate and Paul Ryan as our vice presidential candidate. There are contingency plans in place and rules of the RNC in place that ensure that that will always be able to occur.
Okay, great. All right, let's move on. I want to play for you a new ad. It's from the Democratic National Committee, and it's called the Romney-Ryan-Aiken Platform for Women. Listen.
I'm proud of my pro-life record, and I stand by my pro-life record in Congress. It's something I'm proud of.
Delegates in Florida were voting today to include strong anti-abortion language in the party platform to be presented in Tampa next week. There are no exceptions included for rape or incest.
Would you have supported the constitutional amendment that would have established the definition of life at conception?
Absolutely.
So clearly this is what has been done is what we were talking about at the beginning of the week we expected would happen, which was Democrats were going to try to take the Congressman Aiken mess and connect it to Mitt Romney and Paul Ryan, and they have done that in that ad. What is a convention strategy that turns that around? Is there one?
Well, it happened well before the convention. I think Congressman Ryan, Governor Romney, and everyone in the Republican Party leader from our nominee to Senator McConnell, the head of Senator Cornyn, the head of the Senatorial Campaign Committee, down to every elected official that I'm aware of at the dog catcher level, has come out in strong opposition to the comments that Congressman Aiken made, has called them indefensible, wrong, just don't make sense. I mean, from every level we've denounced these comments. So I think any attempt to try to tie them is ridiculous on its face. Second of all, with respect to the ad, the Republican Party is a proud pro-life party. We've been that way for decades, and if that's something that they think is news, I'm a little bit shocked. But more importantly, I think, again, what this ad does is attempt to distract from issues that the people throughout this country are focused on, and what Governor Romney and Paul Ryan are focused on, which is first and foremost the economy and jobs.
Yeah, but no one's really talking about the economy and jobs right now. Let me ask you a question, because you said, listen, this is a pro-life party, everybody knows that, and if it's coming to as a surprise to people, then that would surprise you. Let me play a little bit of what Paul Ryan said when he was asked a question on the airplane yesterday.
I'm proud of my record. Mitt Romney's going to be the president. The president sets policy. His policy is exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. I'm comfortable with it. It's a good step in the right direction.
What's that mean exactly? His policy is exceptions for rape, incest, and life of the mother. Excuse me. I'm comfortable with it because it's a good step in the right direction. So then, if it's not the completely right thing, but it's the right direction, what would be the thing that he'd be comfortable with?
Well, let's start at the top. The Republican Party, as I said, is a pro-life party. Our platform is just a simple set of principles which say, you know, the problem with the ad that you played is the Democrats are trying to take a simple set of principles, which is the Republican Party is pro-life. There's no additional language, so to talk about exceptions or whatever is just not found in the platform. We also have a principle that says we are for a balanced budget amendment. We don't get into details about whether we support cuts here or
right,
there.
Right, but that platform is more specific than you're making it sound, Sean. I'll read it to you.
No, it's not.
It is, though, really.
Yep.
I'll read it to you. Here's what it says. It says, the second part of it says, we support a human life amendment to the Constitution and endorse legislation to make clear that the 14th Amendment's protections apply to unborn children. So that is far more specific. So there is no exceptions written there, but clearly, and if you look at what has been proposed, I think it's H.R. 212, proposed on January 7th of 2011, it's very specific, right? The bill to provide that human life shall be deemed to begin with fertilization. That's specific, isn't it?
Okay. Right. So first it says, what you just read to me says that we are a pro-life party. It's the same language that we've had in there since 1984. No different. So somehow, again, this is news to anyone, is amazing. And it states a general principle, which we believe in the concept of life. Then within that, there are different people within our party that say, okay, well, I support that, but I believe there should be an exception for this or that. What Mitt Romney believes is that there should be an exception for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. Paul Ryan has said that he believes slightly that he is more, or does not necessarily believe in all of those exceptions, but as the number two, he is signing on to the number one's ticket. But again, within the party, even within that platform that adopted that, there was a wide variety of whether or not, you know, what sort of that principle meant in terms of the exceptions. We're not, it further goes on in that platform to talk about the fact that each state shall adopt, leave those policies up to the states to adopt, because again, we are a states' right party. So to try to read into it and say, well, this means this, and as you just did, attach a specific piece of legislation, is not what the platform says.
Okay, I will agree to disagree on that part. Sean Spicer, it's nice to talk to you always. Thanks for being with us. We appreciate it. We'll see you down in